So I'm going to go into Dynamics 365. For those of you who are on AX 2012, you'll notice that Dynamics 365 is a web-based client. You no longer need to RDP into anywhere or open up a separate program. It is simply go open up your web browser, whichever one you like, go to a certain link, put in your username and login, and you're on the system. Note that Microsoft has released a new multi-factor authentication. So now when you log in, you either have to put in a code that gets texted to you. So those features are available now as well. And so that's something to be cognizant of. So what you see on my screen is the main page for Dynamics 365. What you see over here are called Workspaces. Workspaces are amalgamations of links and KPIs and other areas that would be useful to you when you're doing a specific task. All these workspaces are configurable to each individual user. You'll notice that I have a number of them on my screen. This is because I'm a system administrator. Your security role will dictate which of these workspaces you have access to, and from there you'll be able to do whatever it is that you do on your day-to-day basis. So let's get into some of the new features. The final thing I want to show you is some of the new reporting. So if I go to Western Prod, is our financial insights. If I go to my workspaces, or let's go into General Ledger, this is a workspace called Financial Insights. In order to have this dashboard available to you, you do need to have Power BI embedded installed, but this comes out of the box and it is absolutely phenomenal. So it is a ton of KPIs that are available to you at your fingertips, and they have all of this pre-built. So you can see here we have revenue, your trial balance, cash flow, expenses, it's all loading, but you have a nice bunch of graphs and tiles. So you can see here, we don't have a ton of data in this demo environment, which is why my current ratio is 0, but you can see my COGS is 1.5K, and you can see we have a number of tabs at the bottom. Again, all of this, yours without any work. So I can go into revenue. This is going to load a nice little map that will show you where all your revenue is coming from. So you can see we're concentrated in the US, but we have some in South America and in India and Japan, where your expenses are, how your expenses by category, so selling, admin, so on and so forth. Based on the timeline, you can do your income statement by region. We don't have a ton of information here, but you do have your different legal entities. So let's pick one that I think will be a little bit better. So let's look at expenses by vendor. And again, not too much, but all these reports are there for you. And so you have them and you can run them at your disposal. So it is a very powerful tool, much like your CFO overview, which has a lot of the same information. And you can see here, it's the opening page is the same, but these are all workspaces that use Power BI directly to embed. You can of course modify them. So maybe for you, cash flow is not the most relevant thing here. You'd want your EBITDA. You can choose to put that tile in instead.